Good morning. I don't know if you've got a window by you, but goodness, the days are getting longer, right? We were beginning in darkness, and the first part of the winter, we were ending in darkness, and now the light's out there, huh? The light has returned both ends of the day. It's staying lighter, longer, so I feel spring in the air, even though we've had a lot of cold weather. It's fun to feel that shift. Today we're going to do a little adding on kind of practice after we do a nice warm up to wake us up from our weekend, get you ready for your week with some energy, and most importantly, some joy and a smile on your face. Let's start on our back. A couple blocks will be very helpful today. And bring those right to the top of the mat, so I don't forget to tell you to get it there later. And coming to the back, just come to the back. Feel the spine. Move around here a little bit. See how you land. See if moving around just a touch makes this pose a little more comfortable, maybe not. And then breathe. Like always, breathe. Let your breath find you. Let your breath pull you in. I want you to take a big inhale. Hold at the top. Sip in just a little more. And then open your mouth and we're going to wash away the weekend. Big deep breath in. Sip in a little more. Hold at the top. And then wash it all away. Do 2 more like that on your own. Feel the fullness. Feel the sensation of being full. 1 more. And right into our good morning stretch, but make it active. Stretch, yawn, wiggle, squirm, and then exhale, arms down to the sides. And bring your arms overhead. This is banana, so it's a side bend. So I'm going to walk my feet to the left. So heel, toe here, or heel, huh? And then I'm going to curve over there like a banana. I can even take the right ankle on top of the left. Maybe even take the right wrist with the left hand. Give myself a little pull. Breathe. Big inhale. Just feel that stretch in the right ribs. Waking up the intercostal muscles, the obliques. And then walk those heels back to center. Take the second side, walking the heels to the right, and then the upper body curves to the right. Now you look like a banana. You can take the left ankle and cross it over the right. Take the left wrist with the right hand, a little gentle pull. Now breathe into those left ribs. All the way down to the hip. And then walking back to center. As you exhale, draw both knees into the chest. Let's wake up the hips. At the same time, we're going to wake up the low back. Play here with your movement. Maybe knees go in same direction. Maybe they go in opposite direction. Maybe you're curious about sampling a little of everything here. Be curious. That keeps your mind here, instead of in your day ahead, your week ahead. And then come to stillness. Just pause here in this balance. Now extend the right leg long. Keep the left knee close. Draw that knee close with the hands. Keep the thigh tight to the belly if that works in your body. So it's a little pressure as you inhale. So So making it a little tougher to breathe, but also bringing some awareness of the sensation in the belly as the diaphragm contracts and relaxes. Now do some circling in the left ankle. Go one direction, then we'll switch to the other direction. Now cradle the knee in the hand and open the knee to the left. Take that right arm out onto the floor wherever it's comfortable, and you can guide yourself with sensation here. So if you go slowly, maybe there's a little hitch. Go back and kind of iron that out and settle in to the stretch of the adductor muscles. With the knee bent like this, it's even a stretch of the hamstrings. Breathe. I come back to center. We're going to take the knee over to the right. So nice, slow, maybe come a foot until you feel the stretch in the IT band along the outside of the thigh. And then maybe you come into the twist. Bring the left arm out onto the floor wherever it's comfortable. Breathe. Now perhaps you're feeling this more in the glute, more in the piriformis. Back to center. Take the hands behind the thigh and we're going to straighten and bend the leg. So in your body, you may need to bring that leg out a little further, reaching more towards the wall. And the purpose of this is to stretch the hamstrings. So find that place where you can stretch the hamstrings. You can stretch them out by straightening the leg. So if you're up here and you can't straighten the leg, you're not getting much out of this. So just come down a bit. And then straighten the leg and walk the hands any amount. Any amount, maybe stretching a little deeper. We'll hold here. Maybe a little rub up and down that back leg. Then bend the knee and reach long, both legs. Pause here. And notice, you can even peek up out there. The leg that I start with always feels a little longer, and I look down there and it usually is. It's just because we've really stretched things out. Let's come to the second side. Draw the right knee in. Keep that left leg long and active. Flex the foot as you rotate through the right ankle. And go the other way. And come to stillness. Guide the right knee open to the right. Left arm, come out here onto the floor. You can even just take the hand to the hip. And breathe. Keep the thigh kind of tight to the belly. Feeling the breath way down there in the hip. Wash out all the sleepiness with the breath, sleepiness in the tissues. Let's bring that knee across the body now about a foot until you feel it in the outer right hip. You can move here a little through the shin. Find sensation. And then find what you need. Come on over into the twist if that feels good. You can always prop yourself in these twists with a block under the knee, a blanket. Breathe. We're talking about hips, but notice in the upper body, this right arm's out there. We're stretching up or stretching out and waking up the front part of the right chest. Pectoralis muscles. And then back to center and hands behind thigh again and start to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Feel the stretch and then explore the stretch and then release. And again, leg might need to be dropped a little lower. Or maybe you play with all of that. And then extend the leg long and maybe you start to walk the hands any amount up the leg, stretching full length of the muscle. So in the body, in the belly of the muscle, not isolated to joint spaces. You should feel your stretch here. And then bring that leg back down. Look down there at your legs again. Yep, they're even. Let's reach long. Full body stretch, maybe another yawn. Draw your knees to your chest. Let's play rock up and down the spine. Balance when you get here. Maybe a little deeper in that roll back. Be mindful of the neck. This next time, we're gonna balance. Find your sit bones, hands out here, coming into Navasana boat. So see if you can come into a neutral spine. Feel the core. Shaking is a good sign. 3 more breaths. Maybe you keep yourself busy by checking out your toes. And then sit up nice and tall. Come to Sukasana, easy seated pose. Feel free to prop your hips up on blocks if you need to maintain a neutral spine. It's so pretty out there. Those tree branches are so black against that pretty sky, the pretty sunrise. Bring your hands to your knees or to your thighs if you've chosen another seated position. Breathe again. Let's take that big breath in. Breathe in just a sip more. Hold it, feel the pause, and then let that exhale wash everything away. 2 more. One more. Drop those shoulders. Reach through the crown of the head. Feel your sit bones left and right. Let's rock a little bit side to side. Feel them. And then start to swirl. Feeling the tailbone in the back, the sit bones left and right, pubic bone in the front. And then go the other way. And come to stillness. So use that spiral to rise up. Swing your arms up on an inhale. On an exhale, let's take the right hand down to the floor. Reach up with the left arm on an inhale. On an inhale. Exhale, fold. Breathe into those left ribs again and push into the right hand. So we're going to launch up and over. Left hand comes down. Inhale, reach long with the right hand. So there's that reach in both directions. And then exhale, really fold here. Let's launch up again, over to the right. Exhaling into the fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, maybe a little deepening into this fold. One more, inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, the hands home to the heart. Inhale, open your arms into goddess. So nice neutral shoulders. Look out there. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Fingertips point upward. Feel your shoulder blades here. Nice and neutral. Now open the chest. Lift the heart. Reach back a bit with the shoulder or with the elbows. Feel the shoulder blades come towards the spine. Feel that opening in the front chest. And notice even the belly buttons reaching forward. And then round, 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 round. Reach those forearms towards each other. Maybe those forearms can touch. Inhale back through neutral into a back bend. So this would be our cow. And exhale, rounding the spine into cat. Feel the shoulder blades in this movement. And let that sensation guide you maybe to a deeper part of this posture, pulling those shoulder blades away from the spine as much as you can as you roll the spine, and then inhale. Feel the shoulder blades reaching towards the spine like you're trying to hold a roll of quarters back there. We'll do one more each way. And back to neutral, bring those hands to the knees again. Reach through the crown of the head and let your shoulders be very heavy. Breathe. Switch the cross of your legs. Ooh, the sun's coming up now. You can see it. We're going to take just a little twist. You know how to do that. Let's twist to the right. Every inhale reminds that spine to be tall. Every exhale reminds you that you're twisting. And let's release. Whew, and go the other way. Twist to the left. Sit tall on your inhale. And on your exhale, twist. And then release. Meet me in table. Hands and knees. And when you arrive, let's shift forward a bit. So shift. And as you exhale, shift back. Shift forward. And shift back. Shifting forward, maybe those hips come down a little bit. Another back bend. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, shift forward, a little back bend. Exhale, reach with the spine as you round and sit back in child's pose. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Stay strong in the shoulders. Make sure you're really pushing into the mat. 2 more. Feel the wave. Feel the ripple up and down the spine. Last one. Tuck your toes. Find downward facing dog. And it's the first time we're here, the first one of the week, so let's have fun in it. Wiggle, pedal the heels up and down, wag the tail, and breathe. Find space. It's like finding cobwebs. So you're finding areas that haven't quite woken up yet, trying to hide. Then settle into stillness. Bring your feet hip distance apart, even just a tad wider. Bend your knees a lot. Push your fingers forward. Push your hands forward like you're trying to stretch your mat out and feel that push the belly down to the thighs. Stay there if that feels really good, or maybe a little more stretch in the back of the legs by inhaling and lifting the sit bones. Reach the heels down. Shake your head yes here. Shake your head no. And come to stillness. Enjoy your down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now imagine that tightrope up the center of the mat. And this time we're going to crisscross our steps. Coming up nice and slow. A little crisscrossy action. And as you arrive, plant your feet under the hips, but keep the knees bent a lot. So much that the belly and the ribs are laying on your thighs like a little table. Grab opposite elbows. Breathe. Now perhaps you're feeling that breath in the back body. Use that breath to stretch and massage those muscles. Wake them up. The breath is such a nice way to massage the body. Now maybe a little swaying with intention, with a stretch side to side. Now drop the hands. Now they're like ragdoll arms. Now your head's like a ragdoll. Knees bent deeply. Slow roll, 1 vertebrae at a time, up to standing. Keep your knees bent for this. As you arrive, here we are in neutral. Let's let those ragdoll arms swing back a bit, bringing us into just a gentle back bend here as we stand. Look up. Let the heart be offered up towards that pretty sky. And then back to a neutral spine. Oh, the light's coming in here from the sun. It's so pretty. Inhale, swing your arms up. Exhale, hands right down the center of the body. Let's fold forward. Get those blocks, place them on the highest setting out here. And as you inhale, hands on the blocks, we'll lengthen halfway. So with the hands on the blocks, it gives you an opportunity to really extend through the spine, the axial skeleton. So we're reaching through the crown, at the same time pressing the sit bones back, pressing the thighs back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Pull the feet away from each other, engage the hips, swing the arms out and up. And exhale, the hands home to the heart. Let's do 2 more. You know the way. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting halfway, lengthening on an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Last one. Maybe this time we lift the prayer through the center of the body, reaching up and opening up space. Maybe in a cloud up there, although I don't see any today. Folding forward. Lift halfway. Exhale. This time I want you to bring your hands to the mat. You can keep them on the blocks if you need to. We're going to step back with the right foot. So we're coming into a kneeling lunge. Check out the feet. They're on railroad tracks. Now drop that back knee. Now I do want you to get the blocks. I want you to bring them to a setting. So high, medium, low. So you can do a little cat-cow with the back here. I'm going to press into the blocks as I round my spine. And then lift the heart forward, lift the gaze. So just a little baby cow. Exhale, round. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Inhale. Heart comes forward, gaze lifts up. Let's do 2 more of those. One more. Now you might need to adjust the height of the blocks. I usually like them on the highest setting here. We're going to flow back and forth. I want you to start to peel, lift this left foot up onto the heel as the hips come back. This is Ardha Hanuman, half splits. You can keep your arms out here nice and long to get a deeper stretch in the hamstrings, or maybe you bring them back a little bit. Bringing them back can offer you an opportunity to kind of lift up out of this stretch with the chest and then fold forward again. Let's flow back and forth. So our kneeling lunge to our half splits, back and forth. Keep breathing. And the next time you're up there in that kneeling lunge, just walk the blocks back to the top of the mat. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the knee, step it forward. Take those hands to the blocks again. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Swing your arms out and up. Hands home to the heart. Let's use those hands like an arrow, shooting up through the clouds, and then fold forward. Lifting halfway. On your exhale, step back with the left foot now. Check out the feet. We're coming into a kneeling lunge. Get your blocks. Adjust the setting so you can do cat-cow. So there's nothing to be gained by being too low. I really do want a little lift up off my thigh, so I've got some space to round and space to lengthen and come into a back bend. Do 2 more. Draw the navel back as you round. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze. 1 more. And then coming to neutral, we're going to come into our half splits. So I'm going to peel that foot off. Be aware of the sensation in the back of the leg. And then remember, you can deepen this by walking those arms out further. Draw the toes towards the knee, and then shift back and forth. Kneeling lunge to half splits. Let's do 2 more each way. Lay those blocks at the top of the mat. Let's step back in a plank pose. And then shift yourself forward. So the shoulders are over the wrists or maybe a little forward of it. And here, let's just drop the hips like we did in our warm-up. Maybe a little bend in the elbows. My toes are still tucked. Let's lift into downward facing dog. Remember that tightrope. We're going to crisscross our legs over the rope. As you arrive, lift halfway. Maybe this time the hands are on the shins. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Swing your arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. Let's add on this time. Inhale, shoot those hands up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. On an exhale, step back with the right foot. Drop your knee. We're going to skip the cat-cow this time. Let's just go back and forth a bit through Hanuman, Ardha Hanuman. I chose not to pick up the blocks this time, but you can use the blocks. As you come forward into your kneeling lunge, keep the right hand on the mat, but a little wide. Take the left hand to the left knee. We're going to twist. Reach up with the left arm. Lean back. Breathe. Unwind. Frame the foot. Swing those arms forward, reaching forward, and then rise up. Arms are up by the ears. I'm going to take this left hand back, and at the same time, I'm going to take my right hand forward, opening up into a T, twisting to the left. Breathe. Now let the left arm swing down, complete that circle. Let's do an open twist to the right. So same thing, I'm going to bring my right arm up. Left arm's already out there. Opening up to a T, maybe looking back at that right hand. Drop the hand down. Swing your arms up by your ears and maybe drop into this a bit deeper. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, fold forward. Fingertips to the blocks or to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, step it forward, arrive, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Swing the arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. Oh, I can't tell you how good it feels to have that sun in my face. Inhale, shoot that arrow up there. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Step back left. Blocks or no blocks, drop the foot. We're going to skip the cat and cow and we'll go to Ardha Hanuman, so that half splits and then forward. Half splits and forward, maybe one more each way. And then coming back up, keeping the left hand on the mat, maybe a bit wide. Take the right hand to the right knee, push down to twist the heart to the right. Reach up with the right arm. Lean back. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Strong in the left arm, push the hand down. Unwind, frame the foot. I'm going to reach forward with my arms and rise up. Now, I got to think about this one. My left arm is going to go forward as my right arm goes back. Opening up in a twist, facing the right. Now drop the right hand down. We'll complete that circle, bringing it forward. Now the arms look like an equal sign. Now we'll do the same thing as an open twist to the left. Swing the left arm up and then back. Open into the T shape. Reach in both directions. And then drop the left hand, complete the circle. Frame the foot. Step back in plank. And then widen your feet a little bit here. Be nice and strong here in the shoulders. So push the mat away and just tip the heels to the right. Tip the heels to the left. Let's do 2 more of these each side. Last one, feel the muscles in the side body here. Come back to plank and then whoop, downward facing dog. This time let's see if we can take 2 great big steps to the top. Add some more if you need to. Arrive on an inhale, lengthen. Maybe the fingertips can even come down to the floor here. We've stretched out those hamstrings, but you do you. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, swing the arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. On an inhale, shoot those hands up there, part the clouds. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Lift. Exhale, hands to the blocks or to the mat. Step back with the right foot. This time we're going to keep the knee lifted. Now swing your arms up by your ears. Rise up. Bend that back knee a little bit. Scoop the tailbone under. And then straighten the leg any amount. Now lift the heart. Lift the gaze. Open up into goddess, goalpost. Breathe. A little balance early on a Monday morning. Inhale the arms overhead. Now we're going to straighten that front leg. Bring the hands to the hips and pivot to the right. Prasarada. Feet are parallel. And adjust here. Hands to hips. Draw the elbows back. Lift the heart. Lift the gaze. And then fingertips are right there in the groin crease. See if you can move from that space. As you fold forward, you notice the spine comes into neutral. And then you can bring the hands down to the mat, down to the floor. Walk them so they're in line with your shoulders. Now we're lengthening the spine, reaching through the crown of the head. So this is like our halfway lift when we're at the top of the mat. Now feel your thighs, inner thighs. I'm going to push my legs. So I'm pressing out there into the outer edge of my feet, pinky toe edge. And then I'm going to gently roll my inner thighs back. Feel that open up space in your low back. Feel that cinch up all the muscles of the legs. And maybe now you bend the elbows, come a little deeper. Walk the hands a little more in line with the feet. Breathe. Just shake your head yes here. Release the neck. Shake your head no. Now lift your gaze. Soften your knees. We're going to walk hands to the top of the mat. Step back and plank. Drop your knees. Set your hips back. Keep the arms reaching long. We're going to shift forward. Do a little push-up here. So we're in a kneeling plank, elbows bend. Come no more than halfway down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, round. Let's do 4 more. Ripple forward, unfurl the head last. Little push-up. So this time we're not dropping the hip into a back bend. We're staying in that kneeling plank, bearing weight on the wrists, on the upper arms, upper body. Last one. Tuck your toes, down dog. Now remember which foot you stepped forward with last time, and it will be the one you wouldn't automatically lift. Let's go with the other one. And step, and step. Lift halfway. As you're lifting halfway here, roll those inner thighs back. Exhale, fold. Pull the feet away from each other. Swing the arms out and up. Hands to heart. Let's shoot those hands up like an arrow. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. We're going to step back with the left foot now. Keep the knee lifted, so we're in a lunge on the ball of the foot. Bring the arms up by the ears, folded forward here, and then rise up. Bend the left knee. You can even take your hand to your low back, one to the belly, and feel the sensation of scooping the tailbone underneath, neutralizing the pelvis, and then maybe you can reach through your heel a little deeper. That will give you a deeper stretch here in the hip flexors. Arms by ears. Let's open this into a twist. Back to forward. Open this into a twist to the other side. And forward. Now straighten that front leg, hands to hips. Let's turn to the left edge of your mat. Prasarada. Now from here, I want you to draw your heels inward. Getting ready for Goddess. You may want to walk the feet a little closer. Look down at your knees as you come into the squat. Knees should track right down the center of your feet. So if you can't do that, maybe shorten the space in between your feet. And I like to play with my knees here, giving them a little wake-up call. And then come to stillness. See if you can bring shoulders over hips. As you exhale, maybe a little deeper. Arms into Goddess. Let's do a little cat-cow here, just like we did earlier. Bring the shoulder blades towards the spine. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Maybe bring those forearms forward around the back. Stay aware of the knees. A little balance here. A little movement in our Goddess. Then come back to a neutral spine. Goalpost arms open up. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs as star pose. Sink back down to Goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, Goddess. One more star. Take your hands to your hips, step to the top of the mat. Arrive on an inhale. Swing your arms up. Oh, I see the bluebirds out there again. Exhale, hands home to the heart. I thought they left. Pause here. Take a hand to the heart, a hand to the belly. Breathe. Feel your feet. Ground down through the feet. Feel the crown of your head rise up there. And release the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Step back. And meet me in Dandasana. Bring the feet towards the top of the mat, pretty close to the top edge because we'll come down to the mat on our back from here. Flex your feet a lot. Feel the sit bones. My knees are bent. I'm going to bring my arms up by my ears. And then I'm going to drop my shoulders. I'm going to inhale deeply and then reach and fold. Bring your hands to your feet. Maybe a little pull here. With the knees bent, let your head hang. Belly is pressed against the thighs, ribs are against the thighs. Feel that deep inhale. Broaden the waist, broaden the back. Nice massage to some of those core muscles that we just don't pay a lot of attention to. Now inhale, rise up. We're gonna straighten the left leg, bend the right. Open the knee like the page of a book, and then tuck your foot. So you have a little lift in the knee again. Sit nice and tall. I'm going to take my right arm up, so it's my left leg that's out long. I'm going to reach to the outside of my leg and fold forward at the hip crease. Notice this becomes a little bit of a twist. The right ribs come towards the left knee. Maybe you reach for the outside of the foot. And then once you get here, you're supported with that foot underneath. Maybe you stretch the leg, press down with the knee. Breathe. Rise up. Let's take the second side. Bend the left, open. Now traditionally you bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Feel free to do that, but I like that tuck. I get a stretch in the top of the foot. I get support, and then I have a place to stretch open as I get down here. So left arm comes up, and I'm reaching across, a gentle reach across to the outside of my right leg, right foot. And then once I get here, I can straighten the leg a little deeper, and I got a nice grip, twisting the left ribs towards the right knee. A lot going on in this pose. Breathe. Inhale up. Let's bring the feet into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. Lift your hips and maybe shift forward just a wee bit. Well, let's rock here. side to side. And sitting nice and tall, just take your hands to your knees. And I'm going to push my hands into my knees and push my knees into my hands. And then release. Push my knees into my hands and my hands into my knees. And release. One more like this. And then let's take the opposite. So I'm going to take my hands to the outside of the knees. I'm going to push down with my knees and up with my hands. And release. 2 more. 1 more. And then before we go to our back, let's fold forward in our Baddha Konasana. Round the back. Let the head hang. Breathe. Relax the back body. Rise up, bring those knees together. I'm going to switch mats here. And let's come back into our boat pose. See how it feels now. Does boat pose ever feel good? And then we're going to come down to our back. And when you get here, maybe a little curl. Nose up towards the knees. Bring the feet wide, keep the knees bent, arms out to the side. Let's windshield wiper. A little internal rotation of the leg, external rotation of the leg. So you can feel a nice quad stretch in this one. As you're dropping the knee towards the midline, you get that stretch in the front of the thigh. And then off to the second side. Draw the knees up again, and maybe we take a happy baby before we settle into stillness. So your happy baby can be hands behind the knees, hands to the shins, hands to the feet, and play a little. Enjoy the space that we've recreated in our legs, hips. And I'm going to come to Supta Badakonasana. So I'm going to bring my feet down in bound angle, little toe edges are on the mat, soles of the feet together, knees are open. You can bring blocks under the knees, or if this doesn't feel really good in your body, just don't do it. I'm going to bring my arms out in a T. Feel the heart lifted and open. Feel the breath coming and going, coming and going. Coming and going. If you're in Baddha Konasana with me, reach down there for your thighs and gently lift the knees. Reach long again, your good morning stretch. Maybe a yawn. Draw your knees up to your belly and roll to your side. Support your head on your arm. And now reach long with that top leg. Press the hands into the mat. And come back up. Mr. Sun's coming back. Bright out there. So the bluebirds generally only come to my house in the winter. I'm sure they're around other times, but they get desperate and they come up here for mealworms. They hadn't been here for a couple days, so I was pleased to see them sneaking up out there. They won't be here for long though. Inhale, reach up. Grab some of that sunshine and draw it home to the heart. As always, I wish you peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste. I'll be here Friday, 7 a.m. Have a great week. Thank you for joining me. You can see the sun now. You can see it, I guess, back there on my great big chest from Narnia.